Hello everyone, my name is Brendan, otherwise known as Unknown GT, and welcome to Oblivion PSP. Don't worry, I'll upload an ISO pretty soon, maybe after I'm done this video. So, today I'm going to go over the test rooms for Oblivion PSP, which just contain a bunch of character models and armor and weapons and stuff. And there's actually some unused models in here, so it's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, let's get to it. They don't attack, so it's grand. So here's the Mythic Dawn Mage, I think. He casts like a shock spell or something, I'm not sure. And then he attacks with like a dagger, I think. This guy's pretty much the same deal. Then the Scamp, of course, he uses Flare, and I believe he uses a melee attack as well. Now, the goblins are using the human, the human animations, or human, like, yeah, all the human animations, basically. And they act like humans as well, so, yeah. I'm not sure what they have. It's pretty random weapons, I'm pretty sure. And the Rash, as you can see here. Yeah, just the Rash, you know, just the melee attack. Alright, so on to test room number 2. Alright, so this guy is the guy you meet when you're just about to leave the hub. He gives you a random reward, like a Daedric Sword or some gold or something like that. Here's the standard Imperial Guard with some glitchy armor. Here's one of the Daedra models. Or Dramora, sorry. Getting mixed up quite a bit. So looking pretty snazzy. And here's what seems like a werewolf, which is pretty interesting because, as you all know, werewolves aren't in Oblivion, but they're in Morrowind in one of the expansions. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. So there's going to be werewolves in the game. And here's another Dramora model, except without the helmet. And here's a Mythic Dawn agent. Without a sword, of course. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, test room number 3. Let's have it go here. So now we have another guard model, as you can see, wearing random bits of armor. I'm not sure what this is, honestly. It kind of looks like Stalroom, but honestly couldn't tell you. Looks like some random Imperial armor, maybe Palace armor, but it doesn't really look like it, honestly. With, of course, the Horseman Imperial helmet. And here's a guy in Blackwood Company armor, which for some reason is in the Mage's Guild, which doesn't really make much sense. As well as guards. Don't know why there's guards in the Mage's Guild. And here we got some unused guards. So first we got the Chainmail Guard. So as you can see, whoever was making this game, I think was Zenimax? Yeah, Zenimax. Or someone. There's a lot of peeps making this game, but yeah. So it seems like they wanted to have Oblivion PSP as an open world game, but due to the limitations of the PSP, they probably couldn't achieve it. Because the base game of Oblivion is like 5 gigs, so that'd be quite difficult to have on the PSP, I guess you'd say. And plus they have to optimize a bunch of stuff and lower the graphics and all that. So yeah. And here we got a random guy in a robe, as you can see. He sells spells in the Mage's Guild, but like none of the spells works because they're not finished yet. And then we have a Skingrad Guard model, as you can see. Pretty interesting. Then we have a Bruma Guard model. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, test room number 4. So, mostly just a bunch of citizens. So yeah, here we go. Random person number 1. Seems to be a female Imperial or something. And pretty much the exact same face model, as you can see. So they're not using face gen, which they use for Oblivion, I believe. Except for, like, unique models like, you know, Martin Septim and Euro Septim and all them. So yeah, they don't use face gen. They actually handcraft these faces, I believe. Here's a blacksmith. random citizen, and then this is one of the guys that you meet when you're about to leave the hub as well, I think. He might be in the Mage's Guild, I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really play this game that much, I only played it for like an hour. So yeah, that's a bit for this room. Let's move on to the next one. There's 8 rooms in total, by the way, in case you're wondering. Alright, that's room number 5. So we have the zombie, which for some reason wields a Daedric weapon. That makes 0 sense because zombies are part of the undead faction and not the Daedric faction. So get stuff right, ZeniMax, please. And here we have a fire Atronach, which for some reason acts like a human. That makes sense, I guess. Skeleton acts like a human also. So as you can see, these were probably placeholder animations. I don't think they were lazy, they were probably just using placeholders until they could actually finish them. So yeah, they act the same. A skeleton actually wields bow and arrow though, so you can get to see the bow and arrow AI in action. Where they just stand still basically. And shoot out bows and arrows at you. And random citizen again. So as you can see, there's actually quite a bit of weight, I guess you could say, on this guy, which I don't believe is in Oblivion. Like most people just looked the exact same in terms of weight and such. So that's pretty interesting that Oblivion PSP was going to have like different variations of weight for the characters. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Anyways, let's move on to test room number 6, I believe. We're nearly done. Alright, test room number 6. This is a very interesting room. The rest of the rooms from here, because these are mostly just unused assets and such. So here we can see we have some sort of vampire or something. Honestly, couldn't tell you because I have no idea what this guy is. So he's either a vampire or a leader of something, you know. So yeah, pretty interesting. And here we have, looks like another leader or something with very detailed like armor and such. As you can see here, there's like blades on the hands, and of course skimpy armor, which is great. Thanks, ZeniMax. And then we have the prisoner. Oh gosh, that I just said that awfully. So the prisoner outfit, which was presumably going to be used for the prisoners, but as you can see, the only thing your model can wear is basically this armor, and that's about it. So yeah. Right, and we have the fire armor, as you can see, pretty gnarly. I'm pretty sure a lot of assets were ported straight from the main game to PSP to save time. So yeah. And here we got a mix of Dwarven Armor and whatever this stuff is. Not sure, it looks like some sort of cloth. Let's check the back actually. Oh no, it's not a cape anyway. Alright, so yeah, Dwarven Armor, we got leather gauntlets, some leather shoulder blades, I guess, a leather helmet, and some sort of, like, I'm not sure what you call them, but, like, to hold arrows and stuff. That's pretty interesting. We got Imperial Boots, I believe, and I honestly couldn't tell you what type of leggings there. And here we got, looks like, a mixture of an iron helmet and a Bruma Guard helmet, some Bruma armor, iron gauntlets, and I'm not sure what this is. Looks familiar, but I can't really tell you, honestly. And then looks like Orcish armor, I think that's what they're, or Orcish greaves, sorry. And I'm not sure, that looks like iron with Bruma in the inside, or Bruma boots, I guess. And then we got a bunch of heads for the model, so as you can see, yeah, nothing too interesting about these, except for the unused ones. Like, I haven't seen some of the races in the game. There's more heads later on. And now we have an unused creature, which is the Daedroth, as you can see. It has no animations. Its model is just finished in the T-pose, which is the default pose for anything in a video game. So yeah, that's pretty cool, Daedroth. And then we got more Bruma Guard armor. So yeah, that's about it for this test room. Alright, test room number 7, which is pretty much just a bunch of heads, as you can see, for all the different races and such. So this is a Bosmer female, Bosmer male, as you can see. Probably a Red Guard, female Red Guard. As you can see, some of them aren't like properly done, I don't think. Like, they look kind of weird. So not sure what they were going for there. Don't know what that is. Probably Imperial Breton or something along those lines. Female Imperial perhaps. Ah, here's the Breton. Because as you can see, all you can play as right now is a Breton. So yeah, there you go. And there's probably a female Breton. And I'm not sure what this guy is. Probably an Imperial? Honestly, couldn't tell you. Or maybe a Nord, actually. Yeah. And female Orc. Female Argonian. So yeah, as you can see, these are unused, I believe. I haven't seen any Argonians or Orcs in the game yet, but I'm pretty sure there's Orcs in a later build of the game. I'm on something right now. I have 5 builds of the game. I haven't tried them all out yet. They're quite different. And we have a female Dunmer, male Dunmer. I don't know why there's like this glowing effect. Doesn't really make much sense, honestly. Another male Bosmer, female Bosmer. So it looks like they were just going to use pre-made like character faces instead of allowing you to modify them. I could be wrong, because these might be just for citizens or default models, I guess. Maybe there wouldn't have even been a character creation thing, like you just pick a race and that's it. Male Khajiit and female Khajiit. So on to the final test room. Alright, test room 8. A bunch of armor, as you can see, and weapons as well. So, Orcish helmet looks like, and ebony cuirass, whatever it is. I think it's pronounced differently for different what are they called? Flippin'. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but different colonies, I guess you'd say. But yeah, looks like ebony gauntlets. Like, I'm not sure what all these random assets are. Like, as you can see, like there's a bit of glass cuirass there. Doesn't really make much sense. Then we got some glass greaves, I guess, and then chainmail boots. And here we got Dwarven Armor with some Elven cuirass and some... Oh no, it's still cuirass. But yeah. Like, it looks like they're just piled together, which doesn't really make much sense. I don't know why they did that. But it's just a testing room anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And here's Elven Armor. I guess that was going to be Elven Armor. It doesn't really... Or Elven Gauntlet, sorry. Looks a bit different, because as you can see, there's a bit of chainmail in there, whereas in the original game of Oblivion, like, it was pure Elven. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And yeah, and still got the flippin' duck fish, I guess you'd say. Alright, so here's an Orcish helmet which is shining, I believe. I can't really tell. But yeah, and we got some Orcish cuirass, Orcish gauntlets, steel boots. Yeah. Then we got chainmail armor, as you can see. Pretty gnarly. It's got some steel armor, which is glowing from the helmet. And I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a retexture of the Imperial Dragon Armor, which you probably get for beating the game. It looks really cool, honestly. Kind of like it. Alright, and then we got the glass helmet, which isn't glass. So that's pretty interesting. Got some glass shoulder protectors, or shoulder blades, I think they're called. And then some chainmail gauntlets. Then we have some Orcish armor, some glass like piled on top of it. Not sure what that is. And then we got, looks like, what is that? Chainmail, I think. Yeah. Silver mace. Most of these weapons are unused, by the way. Silver mace, unused. Silver short sword. Silver sword. Silver dagger. Iron bow. Iron arrow. You get the idea. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll leak the ISO soon. So yeah, bye.